guys, welcome back to another video. And before I start this video, I want to thank you guys for 50 subs. I really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's get into the video. One more thing before I start this video. This video today is going to be about, well, you read the thumbnail. Read everything. So it's gonna be a part 2 to the fight. These kids had a WWE fight on my bus. It's gonna be a part to that video because you guys really like that video. I don't know why. It was like a really easily turned out video and you guys loved it. But I just wanted to make a part 2. I haven't posted in a while. Sorry, I've been having trouble moving and all. I've been moving. And I was getting all my setup set up and all that. So sorry for not uploading for a little while. But the first thing I want to talk about is basically what these, like, if you guys aren't caught up and you guys didn't see the first video in this little 2-part series, 3-part series, I don't know. I might make another part to this. But if you guys didn't see the first part of this, basically there was a whole bunch of kids fighting on my bus, and they were fighting over like some kids stepping on the other kid's leg. So at the time I'm recording this, obviously there's no school, so I can't make any more like news stories because I'm not gonna have any more. But basically, this is gonna be the aftermath and what happened to these kids and what they ended up doing after the first fight. Because there was more fights breaking out like in different bursts of the week. Like there was one on the 2nd day of this, on a 3rd day, on a 4th day. There was a lot of fights. Let's just go with that. So after like after the first day, these kids were just, they hated each other. They absolutely hated each other. And eventually they ended up making up. But now that I say that, sounds really messed up. making up. Okay. It doesn't sound messed up. I was just, no. No, just don't mention it, okay? No. But these kids obviously hated each other a lot, and oh dang, I didn't get my scar. After like the first fight, there was the other fight happened on day 2, and day 2, this fight was about basically they wouldn't stop arguing. These kids never shut up in this whole 2-part series. They never shut up. They were always screaming at each other. So, and the reason why they didn't like each other was because because they were from the same family, and I don't want to get too controversial unless they ever see this video. But what I'm thinking was that the one kid stepped on the other dude's leg on purpose because I don't want to say it, but I'm pretty sure from what I heard that the other kid like kept on getting like pushed around by the older brother, and eventually he got so tired of it that he ended up just hitting his broken leg. So just smacking his broken leg as hard as he could. I'm not even lying. That's what somebody said. So if this ends up not being true, not my fault. But and what ended up happening in that fight was it did get physical. They were like pushing each other, and obviously our bus driver didn't care. This is at a time where I had a bus driver that never cared. He was like, you know what, do what you want, just don't get arrested or don't get in trouble. If you get in trouble with the principal, it's not my problem. But he was pretty chill. But these guys just hated each other. For I don't know what reason. After the other dude came on, I pushing him around at the house. But that's That's the only thing I really know, but even then, that's your brother. Like, why would you want to, like, try to hurt him physically? I don't know. But whatever, I'm very tired making this video. At the time of recording this, I woke up like 6:30. So, I'm very tired. So if I end up yawning a lot in this video, my bad. But the main reason why the bus driver didn't care was because at this time he was getting like payday. This was his payday week, so he didn't really care. It was like the second to last week of school. He knew this. He was like, I don't really care. Y'all can do what y'all want. He didn't care. So these kids eventually, it got so bad at the school's like the security office. No, like the actual police had to get involved. If you guys don't know, when the police get involved, like this isn't like the school security officer. This was like this was the police from my city. It was pretty bad because these kids. It wasn't just physical contact at this point. These kids were like making like house threats, bomb threats. This was getting really bad, and their fight. They scheduled a fight on. When this happened? Man, I'm trying to think. So when did school? We got let out in April, so they scheduled a fight for like something like, I think. They scheduled like in April, so this fight never actually happened, but it was pretty ugly because these kids were just screaming at each other. They're like they would scream at each other every single day, and eventually another kid that nobody liked stepped in and like, why don't you guys ever shut up? And at that point, everyone that was on different sides of this fight, I didn't really pick a side, but I was like, I feel like person number 2 is gonna win. Person number 1, I mean, is gonna win. But this dude who just completely neutral just said, you know what? Why don't you all shut up? You're never gonna get anywhere in life. And we were all just like, both sides that absolutely hate each other. She said, oh, do you ever shut up? No one likes you. We just like went off on the kid that didn't even do anything. It was annoying. I mean, he did do some stuff that was pretty messed up, and I'll make a story time about that tomorrow. But this dude, he really had no say in this because nobody liked this man. Nobody. I don't think a single person ever liked him. But basically, these 2 guys were fighting, and the principal had to step in. He's like, and he pulled off like the whole back of the bus because apparently someone snitched and said the back of the bus was doing stuff. And obviously I was in the back of the bus. I was like, we weren't doing anything. I don't know why we're getting pulled off. It's like, yes, you were. You were antagonizing this fight. I was like, no, we weren't. A and B. How are we, the people that aren't even relevant in the situation, supposed to have something to depict the fight? Apparently it's because we picked sides, so not even like in the main portion of this fight. The main portion of this fight got really ugly because the main portion was mainly people who were, let's just say, not that smart, and they would pick a side, and like this wasn't just a scheduled fight between these 2 actually. Believe it or not, this was a scheduled fight between everybody. This was for everybody that was on the main parts of this. Everybody, it was gonna be a big battle out after school. It was gonna be pretty messed up. I honestly want to see this happen, but like, it was gonna be a big fight. It's gonna be like, and they were all gonna rush each other. It was gonna be like a straight battle. No wussing out. If you wussied out, you were gonna get like jumped by both teams. I guess that was the rule. something like that. They really didn't want anybody listening out because you signed up for this fight. You were gonna get hit. So this would have got really ugly if the principal didn't step in and try to stop at least that portion of the fight. Because she didn't stop the actual other two from fighting. No, that wasn't gonna happen. These guys were set on it. Whether it be expulsion, but whatever. And keeping in mind, these guys are siblings, so I don't know what the whole fight is about. I don't know if it's one dude took all the attention from the other dude. I don't know. But this boggled my mind, especially considering these guys are siblings. It boggled my mind that these guys would just even think about fighting. But and the exchange of words that they had at the end before the principal got on, that was funny because you could hear these dudes yelling, just screaming, going like, no, I can't stand you, so my mom doesn't love you, stuff like that. I'm like, yo, did you like pee in your cereal? Like, what did he do? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, and don't even mention the fact that this guy was this kid was a kid that you knew would always have something to say. He always had something. And the reason why was because I guess he never understood the fact that nobody cares about what he says. So I don't really know, honestly. But it beats me about what he was gonna do. I don't know if he was gonna like shank him. I don't know if he was gonna like hit him with the head with a brick. I don't know if he's gonna like, as soon as they got home, he's gonna strangle him to death. I don't know, personally. But that about wraps today's video. Remember, at 100 subs, August 1st, we will have a huge live stream, 3-hour live stream with Warzone gameplay, Rainbow Six Siege gameplay. If you guys want, I can reinstall Fortnite and try to play some of that. If I don't like that, I'm gonna switch back over. But that basically wraps up the video. I will make a part 3 to this video if you guys enjoy this, because there's some more stuff that happened on my bus. Play on control. Oh my god, that's my mouse. Okay, guys, that about wraps up my video that I just made for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, guys, like, share, comment, whatever you have to do. And I guess wait, actually I want to tell you guys one more thing. Don't ever think that this is a smart idea, but basically what we ended up doing to settle this whole, what they ended up doing was to settle this whole debate was to, I don't really want to say this, but it was to, like, I guess, see who can get in trouble the most at school, get in trouble the most with the teachers. This was the point where I knew I didn't belong in a school like this. And I was honestly considering changing schools for a minute because, like, they were so stupid that they were saying, let's see who can get in trouble the most at school, and by the end of the week, whoever gets a higher suspension or expulsion will win. Like, I'm listening to this conversation, I'm straight up about to be like, you guys okay? Like, did you guys did all your parents pee in your cereal this morning? Like, I don't know. Like, this type of stuff you see if this is like some sort of like school how many times, like, school test the rules, break the rules type of thing. Like, this is like some middle school, the worst years of my life crap. This stuff right here is stuff that you see on a bi-daily basis at a prison, at a juvie detention center / school. I'm not even joking. Like, this is pretty messed up. I feel bad for their teachers too, because some of these kids were in 5th grade. And I'll tell you right now, 5th grade is terrible at our school. You don't have any rights at that school when you're in 5th grade. At all. Your rights are stripped, basically. Because any grade from 6 and up, if they get in trouble, the school really tries to make it look like they didn't do anything wrong. Because they're the cover childs. The 6th graders, 7th graders are the cover childs of that school. I don't know why they want to make them, but like, if you're a 5th grader and an 8th grader, your rights are stripped. They don't really care about the you know what I'm saying, the 5th and 8th graders. They don't really care. And the reason why they don't care is because the school district mainly looks at 6th and 7th graders. And that's their cover children. So that's the school's cover child. If you're a 6th grader or 7th grader like myself, you are gonna get you can do whatever the heck you want, basically. So, and the reason why I say this is because I've seen this before, where a 5th grader did the same thing as a 7th grader, and I think it was like trip somebody, I think, something like that. It was something stupid, and the 7th grader got a detention, but the 5th grader got suspended for 4 days. I was like, what? How's that fair? And the school ended up coming out with a statement saying the reason why we have made different punishments for each children is because they trip different people. I'm like, no crap, sure. No, maybe that's because they're in different grade groups, different parts of the school. So basically, these kids were 5th graders, so they got basically all the rights stripped. So the fact that they tried to do this, most of them were new to the school, so they didn't know that the poster children were the 6th and 7th graders. They didn't know that, so they just said, no, it makes sense. If the 7th graders get in trouble, we get in trouble too. Not true, because the 7th graders never get in trouble unless you murder somebody. Maybe you'll get a suspension. Maybe you'll get a suspension. If you like if you like hit somebody over the head with like hit somebody or get into a fight, and the fight ends up with somebody getting really hurt, then yeah, then you'll maybe get a suspension for like half a day. It's pretty messed up how the school treats the 7th graders and the 6th, 5th graders. I mean 8th and 5th graders, because the reason why the school district doesn't look the 8th graders, they can basically just look at the high school, because no difference. But if this is and the 5th graders, they can just look at the 4th graders, because they're so closely coordinated. But the 6th and 7th graders, there's no like in the middle. There's no like ones in the middle, like the ones that they can go to. They're stuck in the middle. They have to wait another year or another 2 years to get to high school. So they can't look at the other schools because it doesn't make sense. They'll look at the 8th graders if they need to, if there's like a problem, or they need to check, or if there's like a invitation, like a I'm saying, like a rat problem, or you know what I'm saying, a feces problem with the school. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll only look at them then, because that's the main school that will have that problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty like and the school district doesn't know this either. They don't know that our school treats different grades differently, and they're not supposed to, obviously. So, and I've seen, and firsthand, I've seen this. Both my friends have gotten in trouble for like defending themselves in fights. School suspended them for like a week. But I saw this year, same people got in fight for defending themselves. Got suspended for like a day, half a day, and it's the same same people in the same situation. So it's a school nitpicking, and I find because the school isn't supposed to do that, and that's why they were trying to get. That's what they didn't know. But that about my video, guys. I'd probably just stretch that to like 10 minutes. So see ya. Peace. Subscribe, like.